That I didn't get that.
It wouldn't be in these, and maybe that's why they put them down here.
Take her out of the car.
Okay, but this will be yours.
Sad. How are you? It's good to see you. Well, good.
I got the room. That's all.
This is the real star of the show.
There used to be a kid student here in Ron Play, dressed up as a robot.
Yeah.
Every one of the games. It was just running the
During that?
During
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Bringing it back?
Yeah, this kid's like, I saw that. So I don't know if he's gonna do it when they go to the
That's
party or whatever.
the people coming.
It's kind of cool.
He does. He did one meeting too. I think next year was last year. So I don't know.
They even not even sing
Yeah.
in their speeches.
That's what it was.
He's great.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard is that he's a main character. More than anything else.
He's a leader.
I'll be saying that we're really washing the whole lot. Because I was still like
Yeah.
6 to 10 years old when that was happening.
He's got one of my favorite. When he broke his tooth off.
Yeah. Did you take that one?
Yep.
Nope. Nope. That's good.
Pulled it out and like looked at it. Came back in. Actually finished the game.
Wow. Yep, that's a main character right there.
One of the louder ovations I've ever heard when he came back. And I checked in Spanish, but actually it was crazy.
That was here in Hinkle. That's a good memory.
Bethany, how you doing?
Glad to see you. How you been?
It's good. Keeping busy and
So glad.
keeping busy and but connected too.
I know that guy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey boy.
Hey Ken, how you doing? Good to see you. Let me say hi to this
Hi,
gentleman.
good, how are you?
Did you see? Did you make the trek all the way down from northbound?
Yeah, I did. I was in the neighborhood,
Very
so
excited.
I said
I just told Jay I'm leaving with the girls on
there you
Sunday to
go.
go to Marco for the weekend, and I'm so excited just to get away. I told Jim I'm running away from campus this afternoon. Yeah.
How you doing? She's doing well. Yeah, she's good. That was tough. 16 years. I'm almost 16 years, but and it was the only not that it gets easier, but you know, in Canada, you know it's something. But her daughter took it really hard.
Well, but that's all she never knows.
So they're hanging in there. You know, they went to India.
Hi, you look so cute.
seats for you guys down there.
Everybody, can we scoot down? One for mom. Jalen. Yeah, two down. Jalen. And have somebody. Yep.
Kylie.
If you guys have to keep.
You get my shot. Your shot? No, you're good. Look in the camera like that.
No, no.
I got him.
James, I have to sit in one of those.
You got next to that. I think.
You gotta scoot down this way pretty quick. Well, no, you sit there and then. Why did I feel like it hurts?
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Is the squad here?
They are.
Jason, is there anyone else that's got any other plans?
You say Keith? Yeah. I have no idea. What up, bro? It's about leadership. You know what I'm saying? Only one shows up. You call me every day, so I'm ready. I'm on the way. Very How you doing? Yeah.
How are your girls?
Can you guard me?
I play defense. But do you prefer to
Oh, I feel like she just right. Oh, I love that. Jalen, okay. It is so good to see you, Bethany. Oh, look who's here.
It's okay to eat both on time, but it's going to be a highlight next fall. What up, dog?
Hi.
you're ahead. So,
No, but we were friends now. We're friends now.
Yeah, what's up, man? How are you? I'm good, good.
All right, look at this guy. How are you, sir? It's great to see you on the deal. Good to be seen.
Great to see you, man. You good? What's happening?
All right. Hey, we're back at it. You got a little going too,
Yep.
don't you? That's
Yep. We'll see you later.
Leo, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hey, Keith's all the way up there.
Great day for Butler University, Butler basketball. He's a great leader. He was a great leader on that team at Butler. He'll do a phenomenal job.
So excited for him. His passion, work ethic, his talent. He just really understands and sees the game.
You're one of the best leaders Butler ever saw on the court, and certainly one of the best that I've ever been around. And we're so thrilled that you'll write the next chapter of Butler basketball.
It's not about the name on the back of your jersey. It's about Butler, and it's about promoting our university and promoting ourselves as a team.
That's Norad. And another steal. Norad, Butler, going back to Indiana.
You know one thing about Ron that you know is he's going to give everything he's got to win. He's a leader. He's a winner. He's never been anything but that, and we're glad he's a Bulldog.
Well, greetings, everybody. It is a great day to be a Bulldog. Welcome back inside Hinkle Fieldhouse. For those of you who I've not had the chance to meet, my name is Mark Minner, and I've got the pleasure to do the radio play-by-play for the Butler Radio, alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Gardner, also a proud Butler alum. And we appreciate you joining us here for this very special day as we reintroduce one of our favorite Butler Bulldogs to the Butler community. In addition to those who are with us today in person, our event is being streamed as a student, so greetings to everybody watching wherever you might be. As a student athlete here at Butler, Ron Norad played a huge role in the 109 Bulldog wins during his tenure, 3 NCAA tournament berths, and 2 trips to the NCAA championship game. I will also add, in addition to all those amazing accomplishments on the floor, he was also my freshman class president and did a remarkable job during that time. So thank you for your leadership, Ron. For more than a decade, Ron's coaching journey has included working with 5 different NBA organizations, helping to develop some of the greatest players in the world and coaching on the world's largest basketball stage. That journey today brings him back home to Hinkle Fieldhouse. Today's program is going to feature comments from Butler President James Danko, Vice President and Athletic Director Grant Leindecker, and our new head coach, Ronald Norad. Following today's event here on the court media members will have the opportunity to ask questions of Coach Nord and Grant Leindecker in the Ephraimson family gym at the conclusion. I would just like to say, as we get this program kicked off and I introduce our next speaker, on behalf of all of my fellow trustees at the board at Butler, the continued accelerated commitment from President Danko and the leadership team here at Butler to support how important basketball athletics are to this university. It has been a pleasure to watch, and I'm incredibly optimistic and excited for this next chapter of Butler athletics. So the man leading the charge since 2011 for this university, who has continued to provide bold leadership, is none other than James Danko. If you would please join me in a hearty round of applause for Butler's president.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Hinkle Fieldhouse. It certainly is a great day to be a Bulldog. Look at all these young Bulldogs here, future, hopefully behaving yourselves. Thank you all for being here. It's so great to see so many members of the Butler community here. Days like this certainly remind us how important men's basketball is, not only for Butler, but for this entire community and the city of Indianapolis. Before we look ahead, I want to take a moment to recognize someone who has meant so much to this program and to this university, Thad Matta. Thad, along with his wife Barbara and their daughters Allie and Emily, all Butler graduates, have represented this university in an exceptional way. Thad is a legend in the coaching profession, and we were proud to have him lead our program and achieve win number 500 while on the Butler sidelines. I'm grateful for his friendship, his leadership, his integrity, and the way he has supported our student athletes. We are fortunate that Thad will remain connected to Butler, serving as a special assistant to Grant and myself. We'll continue to benefit from his insight into what it takes to build and sustain a successful program. As we turn to the future of Butler basketball, I want to begin with a very clear statement. Butler University is fully committed to competing and winning at the highest levels of college basketball. That commitment is real and ongoing. Several years ago, we asked a straightforward question of ourselves. What will it take for Butler to compete at the top of the Big East in today's environment? That led to the work of the Butler University Commission for Athletics, and the message came out was quite clear. We must invest, and we must do so with intention. Our trustees and administration embraced that challenge. Since then, we have steadily increased our investment in men's basketball year over year, focused on the areas that matter the most. And we are doing this in a way that is true to Butler. We are grounded in academic excellence, in developing the whole student, and in doing things the right way. Those values are not in conflict with competitive success. In fact, they are the foundation for it. So when questions are raised about Butler's willingness to invest or compete, I would simply say, we are investing, we are aligned, and we are building for sustained success. Today's announcement reflects that commitment. This was a comprehensive, highly competitive search led by Grant Leindecker with support from an outstanding search firm and engagement across our leadership. The level of interest and the quality of candidates reinforce what we already know. Butler basketball remains one of the most compelling opportunities in college athletics. At the conclusion of that process, one candidate clearly emerged, Ronald Norad. Ron represents what is possible at Butler. As a student athlete, he helped lead this program to 2 national championship games, competing on the biggest stage and earning the respect of the entire country. Since then, he has built an exceptional coaching career, spending more than a decade in the NBA alongside some of the best coaches and players in the world, developing talent and gaining a deep understanding of what it takes to succeed at the highest level. Ron's path is not defined simply by where he started, but by where he is going. What stood out most throughout this process was his vision, his understanding of how the game is evolving, his clarity about what Butler basketball must become in this new era, and his determination to build a program that reflects both our tradition and our ambition. Ron knows Butler, and that matters. But what made him the right choice was this combination of that connection with his capability, his leadership, and his future. As we evaluated candidates and gathered input across the basketball community, it became clear that Ron is widely viewed as one of the most promising coaching talents in the game today, with a trajectory that is just beginning. And if Butler has learned anything over the years, it is this. Sometimes the right leader is not the most obvious choice to everyone, but becomes unmistakable in hindsight. There was a time when a young coach with limited head coaching experience was given an opportunity here at Butler. What followed were 2 Final Four appearances, a national reputation for excellence, and ultimately a path to leading one of the premier franchises in the NBA. We are not looking backward, we are building forward. And we do so with confidence in our ability to identify exceptional leaders and give them the platform to succeed. I want to thank Grant for leading this search with discipline, thoughtfulness, and conviction. He has done exactly what we asked, identify the best leader for Butler basketball, and I am confident he has done just that. And I want to thank all of you, our supporters and alumni, for your belief in this program and your willingness to invest in its future. That alignment matters, and it is a real strength of this university. This is an exciting day, but it is also a beginning. We know what it takes to compete in the Big East, and we are committed to that path. But success at this level requires all of us. Many of the programs we compete against are larger and better resourced. What sets Butler apart is what we can do together. So I ask for your continued support, your engagement, your energy, and your investment as we move forward. When Bulldogs come together around a shared purpose, we have shown what is possible. And now we have a leader ready to take Butler basketball forward with energy, vision, and purpose. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Vice President and Director of Athletics, Grant Leyendecker. Grant?
Thank you, Jim. I want to just start by thanking everybody for coming out today. What an unbelievable turnout. Obviously, this is a testament to the passion and support for this program. I mean, I look around and I see loyal fans and supporters. I see friends and family. I see current and former players. I see NBA All-Stars. All that's a testament to this man right here and the relationships he's built and what he means to this place, obviously. So let's give it up for that. You know, I do want to start by thanking President Danko and his leadership team and the Butler University trustees. Their support for me and for what we needed through this process has been amazing. They made it very clear that we have the full support from the university, that we need to attract a coach that's going to lead us to competitive excellence at the top of the Big East and at the highest levels of college basketball. The alignment and investment from the top down at our university has never been greater. And I also want to take the opportunity, as Jim did, to acknowledge and thank Coach Mata for his service and leadership to this program for the past 4 years. Thad, Barbara, Allie, and Emily all represent everything that is great about Butler University, and they're going to continue to do that and represent our university with class for years to come. You know, most coaches can only dream about earning 500 career victories at this level of basketball, period. And for Coach to have that opportunity to do that here at Butler, representing his alma mater and retiring from his alma mater is truly special and something that can't be taken for granted. So I'm grateful for Coach. and his commitment to also staying involved in what we're going to continue to build here at Butler. Yeah, I think Jim did a phenomenal job of kind of sharing what we were looking for and why we know we got this right. I'd like to share a little glimpse into our process and what exactly we were looking for in the next head coach of Butler basketball. And, you know, as with anything, there are opinions around what our process was and what it wasn't. And so I'd just like to kind of clear that up. You know, first of all, when you're in this position I'm in, you feel the weight of this, right? You feel the weight of this responsibility that comes with the decision, what this means to the university, what this means to current and former players, what this means to our program, our alumni, and our fan base, and everybody that cares about this place. And the weight of that responsibility is even greater when you love and care about a place as much as I do. So I owed it obviously to all those constituencies that I just mentioned to ensure that we were as thorough as possible in finding the best next leader of our program. And I certainly didn't make this decision in a silo. I leaned heavily on President Danko and his leadership team. I leaned heavily on our board of trustees. I leaned heavily on top supporters of our program. And most importantly, the current and former players of this program that helped build it to what it is today and to give us this opportunity that we have today. This was absolutely an exhaustive, widespread search. You know, the interest in this job was incredible. It really validated how good of an opportunity we know this is and the admiration that the basketball community has for Butler University and our ability to succeed in this new era of college basketball. I had in-depth conversations with more than 10 candidates that we thought could potentially fit what we were looking for. And that ranged from current college assistant coaches, coaches in the NBA, to current head coaches of highly successful college basketball programs. So what was our criteria? We were looking for a dynamic leader, a great communicator, a genuine relationship builder, someone with a relentless work ethic to be able to withstand the 24/7, 365 job that this is. Sorry, Danielle. We're looking for someone with elite player development experience, a high basketball IQ on both sides of the ball, someone that can connect with and attract the next generation of college basketball players, someone that can build a dynamic staff, and most importantly, a coach with a clear vision and clear plan of how we're going to build a program, an identity that's going to win here in the Big East, nationally, and someone that's obviously going to do it with integrity and great pride for the job. Throughout the many conversations I had with really good coaches, Coach Nord clearly separated himself and checked every single box. And let me be clear, and Jim said it, we did not select Coach Nord because he was the starting point guard on 2 national runner-up teams. We did not select Coach Nord because he's one of the most winning players in our history, or because we wanted to keep it in the family. Ron won this job. He won this job because of what he's accomplished as a coach, the resume he's built, and most importantly, his vision and his plan to elevate Butler basketball not only to a place we've been before, but to new heights that we've never achieved. And his commitment to obviously doing it with integrity and pride. Jim said it, and I just want to reiterate that this decision has nothing to do with our past. This is about our future. It's about how we build a culture of excellence in this new era of college basketball. Butler University has incredible momentum right now across the board, and I have no doubt that this decision is only going to catalyze future growth and pride in our university. All that being said about how Ron won this opportunity outright, you also can't discount his deep love and passion for this place. I promise you this. No one cares more deeply about this place. No one cares more about this program, the reputation, and the success than this guy I'm getting ready to introduce. We're going to lock arms together, along with President Danko and our leadership, and we're going to build a program that Butler Nation is going to be incredibly proud of. And I promise you this, we're not going to take a back seat to anyone. So to our loyal fans and supporters, and obviously everyone here, you're all in, right? There's some people that aren't, and they're sitting on the sidelines right now. I promise you we're building something you're going to want to be a part of. So get your season tickets, get your gear on your way out, tell your friends, lean in, support us philanthropically more than you ever have. You're going to be proud of this thing, and I promise you today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price. So get on board now. To Danielle, Avery, Kai, Jude, Campbell, welcome officially to the Butler family. And Tehran, welcome back, my man. Butler Nation, please join me in giving the warmest welcome to the next leader of Butler men's basketball, Coach Ron Norrid.
A couple of people have asked me why, I left the NBA to come to college basketball, and this guy right here, I want to start out by giving some thank yous, and I have many of them, so please bear with me. I first want to thank Jesus Christ, who is my Lord and Savior. There's a verse in the Bible in the book of Mark that says Jesus came not to be served, but to serve. And I want everyone here to know that is my posture here today. I want to thank my awesome wife. Danielle, who I love more than anything, and I'm crying because she's crying. I love her for who she is, how she loves me, how she loves for our kids. I want to thank my kids, Avery, Kai, Judo. Jude, what you playing, buddy? Jude, our baby Campbell. I love you guys more than anything. And your dad's always here for you. I want to thank my mom, who's been the rock of me and my brother's life, our whole lives. I want to thank my high school coaches who are here today, Tim Shepler and Rick Bagley, who, as a high school player, high school student, really helped me grow my love for basketball. There were some days that I wanted to quit, and both of those guys pushed me through. I want to thank all the people who have hired me on my long, extensive journey to 5 NBA organizations, including Coach Carlisle, who's here today. I want to thank all the Butler coaches who did this job before me, that have paved the way for me to be here today. And like President Dako and Grant, I want to thank Coach Mata for all he's meant to Butler for so long. And I'm happy that he's sticking around. I'm going to be bugging him all the time to learn as much as I can from him. I want to thank all the supporters of our program. I feel the love today, I feel the love now, but I've been feeling this since I got here in 2008. And the deepest gratitude to President Danko, to Grant, for giving me an opportunity of a lifetime. This is a special place at a special time, and it was clear in the interview process that all the leadership here at Butler is aligned. Our school is on an upward trajectory, and I see that just by walking on campus. A lot of the buildings that were there, a lot of the buildings that are there now were not there when I was here. New beautiful buildings, new dorms, new academic programs. I love that our program is the front porch of this university, and we get to compete at the highest level on a national stage in the Big East. Hinkle has been special to me for a long time. I'm sure some of you know, but my grandmother lives a few blocks south of here, and growing up, we would come up here for spring break. leaving Alabama to come to Indiana for spring break. Probably not a great idea, but we did it. And as we did that, we'd always go around in the community. We'd get bikes. We ended up riding up here on campus on those bikes. Sometimes we'd come over to Hinkle Fieldhouse. And on one particular day, one of my earliest, fondest memories of Hinkle Fieldhouse is when we rode bikes up to Hinkle. We went in the Evenson family gym. We found some balls and we started shooting. Well, as we were shooting, this young guy, he's wearing glasses. He's got on a Butler t-shirt, never forget it, tucked in the blue shorts. And he comes over and he asks, "Who are you? And what grade are you in?" And I told him my name. I told him that I was a freshman in high school. And he said, "You can't be in the gym right now. It's against the rules for you to be in the gym. You got to get out of the gym." And that hurt. That guy, I later found out, was a coach. And that coach became the coach that recruited me 2 years later to become a student athlete here. And it's a little known guy named Brad Stevens. Coming to play for Brad was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I could never imagine at that time that decision would have implications like this today. The biggest lesson I learned from my time here at Butler, playing for Brad, playing for the coaches, was the importance of humility. That it's just not about you. We won here with our teams because we all bought into that fact. And I've tried to take that in every phase of my life since, as a husband, as a father, as a friend, and as a coach. The humility led me to have a chance to have success as a coach at the NBA level. I'm sure most of you know, but in the NBA, everything is to the extreme. The level of talent is extreme. The number of games is absurd. The number of possessions in a game is a lot. The number of decisions as a coach you have to make in a game is a lot. And you have to be on top of all those things to have a chance at success. But the most important recipe to me to have success in that league is to get outside of yourself, connect with the players so that you can get the most out of them. I'm excited to bring all those experiences right here to Butler University. I want all of our current players, thank you for being here today, Jalen. Jackson, you're somewhere here. I want all of our future players to know that you have a coach that's going to give everything for you. And you can ask the former guys that I coached. I'm going to give everything for you guys. After my sophomore year, I had a surgery to put 2 metal rods in my shin after my sophomore year because I wanted to give everything I had for this program and for this university. If I got to get 2 more metal rods, I'll do that. I'll do what it takes for you guys. We want guys here who are, first of all, humble. They're always striving to get better. They're never a finished product. Secondly, we want guys here who are tough, mentally and physically, to be able to be the best that they can be. We want guys here, third, that are going to be competitive. They're willing to give everything they have to win every single possession, not the game, every possession, every drill. And lastly, we want guys who are great teammates. They're going to buy into one another and do the best as a team to reach the height. This is about, and this will be about, being a program, like the old school program, where players come here, they stay here, and they grow here. This is going to be about being not just good in development, but being elite in development. We want our guys to have an unbelievable experience as a student athlete at Butler University in the men's basketball program. We want them, obviously, to grow athletically. We want them to grow academically and understand how important academics is to their future success. And we want them to grow socially. We want them to leave this program better men than they came in. We're going to play a great style of basketball that's going to be characterized first by tough physical defenses that have been the bedrock of great Butler teams. And we're going to play a modern offensive style that prioritizes pace, that prioritizes great ball movement and unselfish play. There is great tradition here at Butler, and we have had great success. But our best days are ahead of us. I am honored, truly, truly honored, that I get the opportunity to lead this program as we build together. Go Dogs.